Evening to ya, Robboland's vids, Rob Wheatley coming here at you from Disgraceland's bad hair day, bad hair night, bad hair life. Sod that for a laugh. Officially the ugliest man on YouTube. Batman left this here. Appalling guitar synthesis, courtesy of some bit of kit I've just picked up here, some freebie. What the hell is it? It's called Midi Guitar by Jam Origin, and this is a trial version. I'm sure if you do better things with a MIDI sensitivity and all that, you can get better results, but if you tune your guitar properly. I have tuned the guitar several times, but it's very warm in here. This is the Bat guitar. This is the one that Batman plays. He comes around here, Adam West, sorry. Gordon Gunn out there, mate. You have a vintage Metal Axxe Metal Axxe Double X Metal Axxe. Shit, fuck. It's alright. You've replaced the pickups in yours. You've been sensible. I haven't. This is a guitar I use a lot for recording because it has absolutely no character of its own. It's a 24 fret 24 fret made of some eastern poplar, coated in this paint that looks like a big layery coating of plastic, matte plastic. It's all very nice actually. Batman shaped. It's got a bat there, just in case you forget, which I never noticed for about 5 years. I'd always called it the Bat Stealth guitar because it's undetectable by radar, and one day I saw the bat on it. It just goes to show how stealthy it is. It's got a very metal headstock, wobbly and shiny. But these go, you know, I swapped this for a violin and a leather jacket, I think. Pitch bend on a piano. Anyway, enough of that business. Yeah, this is a vintage Metal Axxe Razer. E or an R, who cares? But it's metal. It's got, apparently Wilkinson designed these pickups, or he did on the later models. I think he designed them, then ran off before they were produced, but you know, who can tell. Oh, I'm in New Zealand tonight, by the way. I'm drinking Sauvignon Blanc from the Marlborough region of New Zealand. Very nice. Drop of white wine here. Glug, glug, glug. So, cheers, people. It's nice and chilled, as am I. Yeah, this guitar cost me absolutely no money. It's really pissed me off, actually. The bloke who tried to sell it to me, I had this knock on my door one night at midnight, gone midnight, about 12:40 or something like that. Ran bang on my door. What the hell's going on? So I open the door. This bloke, my mates, is standing outside the door, and he goes, "Oh, Rob, you got to come and see this guitar. You'd be really interested. You'd be really interested in it. I think you'd be really interested in buying it." And he drags me around to the shop round the corner and says, "Look at this. What do you think of that?" And I said, "Oh yeah, all right. Yeah, I'd pay. Yeah, I'm interested in it. I might go and get that tomorrow." The next day he comes round, having bought it, and tries to sell it to me at a sodding profit, like for 100% profit. That was my answer to him. But it was buggered. It had all the pickups were, there was things that needed doing to it. So I said, "Give it to me, I'll sort it out," and then wouldn't give it back until he'd, agreed to sell it to me. And in the end, I think I swapped it, say, for a violin, and an old leather jacket that didn't fit anybody, that was ripped to shit, and a few CDs that a cat wouldn't piss on, to be honest with you. So I'm quite happy. But I use this for recording. Not when it sounds like a piano. I'll get rid of the piano bit, because it has almost no character of its own. The pickups on here are two humbuckers, which, if you do this, splits them into singly things, but the humbuckers don't sound like Gibsons, and the single coils don't sound like Stratocasters. They just sound flat. A guitar that has almost no sustain, no character whatsoever, and it's the one I use for recording an awful lot when I'm overloading things with loads and loads of VST effects, because it just soaks them up and it doesn't give any surprises. So when you're recording and you're mixing and you're doing all the stuff that matters after the event, you don't want something with a load of bass end and a load of high trebles. You want something that's just going to sit there and be completely innocuous, and you can mould it with all your little dials and stuff like that. Like the big hands tonight, those big foam hands people use when they're at gigs and things, they do that. Talking of gigs, that's where I was the other night. King Crimson, read it and weep. King Crimson, if you get the chance to go and catch them on this current tour, it's probably their last tour ever. They're doing a few more dates in England. Saturday they're in Brighton. Friday and Saturday they're in Brighton. I think tonight they're in Coventry, so you missed it. Man, I've seen them all the way through the 80s and the 90s and the noughties, and this was, if you can ever describe King Crimson as being subtle, this is the most subtle I've ever seen them. In the 90s and the later stages of what they were doing, it just seemed to be, we're going to absolutely destroy you with this wall of noise. One of my mates described their last, one of their albums, Construction of Light, as being like being beaten up by a piece of music. I sort of described it as being under fire with a high pressure water jet. It's you're pinned against the wall, but it's strangely refreshing. You know what I mean? So, but they were brilliant. They had three drummers across the front of the stage, if you can call that subtle. But they had Mel Collins, for this, anyone who understands what this means. They had Mel Collins there on saxophones and flute. They had Jacko on guitar and vocals. Fripp obviously on guitar. They had Pat Mastelotto, Bill Riflin and Gavin Harrison on drums, and Tony Levin on 4-string, 5-string, upright, bass and Chapman stick. And it was bloody amazing. It was a fantastic gig. They played some incredible stuff that I haven't heard, they've probably never played. They played One More Red Nightmare, Easy Money. They played Easy Money. Starless. Oh my god. So if you get the chance to get a ticket, get a spare ticket for this tour, go do it, because you won't regret it, man. They started off the gig with lark's tongues. Where'd you go from there? You want that extra push over the cliff? You go to 11, didn't you? That's obviously... Talking of going to 11, Will's Easy Guitar Habanero Challenge. Can't get habaneros over here, but I've been looking at the Scoville units of things, the Schofield units, the John Schofield units. And apparently, the old habaneros, according to Wikipedia, 100,000 to 350,000 Scovilles. Mostly 200 to 300,000 Scos. Jalapenos, 2.5 to 8,000. Sometimes 11,000 to 20,000. No, that's wrong. Anyway, bird's eye chilies. Bearing in mind that the habaneros are 200 to 300,000 mostly. Bird's eye chilies, 100 to 225,000. So they, you know, they're a third off, but they're a damn sight hotter than jalapenos, and they just awful little stupid things that look like dog's knobs. So I bought a load today. See, I bought a load today. So I'm not going to do all of them, but I'm going to do a few of them. Not now, obviously, because I've got a guitar lesson tomorrow and I don't want to be giving it from the toilet. So that's all to look forward to. But for now, go see King Crimson if you get the chance. Sod that. Move your wine. If you're ever going to play electric guitar at night, keep your wine out the way of your communication cord. Tune up before you make a video, and don't shoot me, I'm only the piano player. What's that? That's all I've got to say, really. Yeah, these guitars, I'm going to turn that rubbish off for the minute and put this rubbish on so you can hear it sort of clean. And I'll just show you exactly what I mean about it having almost no character whatsoever. Let's get rid of that and bung on a... that was a Voxengo Bugex I was using there, and we're just going to bung on a standard, what's it called, a JCM 1000 thing, isn't it? JCM 900, sorry. On the A channel, high volume, so you can just, it's quite a flat response, so this is just how dull the guitar is. That's it, sort of going through a Marshall front pickup, back pickup. Just no character whatsoever. Single coil. Is it going to sound like a Strat? Is it my arse? It sounds like shit. Pickup should be nice and jazzy. Soddle character, rear pickup even less. But I guess this is a heavy metal guitar, so it's designed to do metal on, isn't it? In which case I imagine it's not meant to have any real character, because you're driving the shit out of it anyway. So the answer to that is buy a better guitar. Nice one. Talk to you later. Bye.